beauty chameleons, and welcome back to my channel. I just want to thank you all so much for your great response in my previous video. It was a St. Patrick's Day inspired video, and I put, is it wearable or dramatic? And many of you guys voted that that look was very wearable, so in this tutorial I decided to create a much more dramatic, smoldering, smoky eye that you can wear with a little bit gold for St. Patrick's Day. You're going to notice there's some big lashes along with some rhinestones, or a rhinestone in the corner that you can use to kind of jazz up this look. So if you would like to know what I did to create this look, then stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, let's get started. Now for this tutorial, we're going to be doing a little bit more dramatic. I decided to do a little bit more of shading in the crease, using more matte colors, and also add a little sparkle and some dramatic lashes and a little cute little stone on the end. I know you guys are going to ask me, where did I get these stones from? If you check your local Michael's, they carry these little stones. They come in little baggies. I forget how much they are, if they're $2.99 a bag or $3.99, but you'll find this in your aisle where they have all the little necklace making and the jewel making. But I got these at Michael's, and they also carry these storage containers. But if you want to know where I found that little jewel, Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Now, if you guys have the Coastal Scents 88 Matte Palette, I'm going to be using that today because they have the most boldest, bright colors in their palettes. So break that out. If not, use any matte greens for the crease and for the highlight for this tutorial. So let's get started. You know, the very first thing you want to do is prime your eyelid, and I finally got my Urban Decay professional size primer. And if you're wanting to know where to find it, I first tried to order it from Sephora.com, but I went there and did not see it listed on Sephora.com. So you're gonna have to go to Urban Decay Cosmetics or UrbanDecay.com, and they carry these for $29, but this is like double, triple the size of the $18 primer potion. But definitely prime your lid with this. This is my absolute favorite. Now using a stiff tapered brush, this is my blending brush, and it's a Sigma E35 if you want to know. I'm going to be grabbing the very first shade from the Coastal Scents palette, and if you count from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to be using that lime green, and we're going to start actually on the crease area of the eye. So take a little bit, get it on the tip of the brush, and yes, it is a bright and fun color, and we're going to begin on the crease areas of the eye. So you want to start on the outer corner and blend your way inward, and then slowly begin to move the shadow up, just taking short swiping motions. And again, we're going to avoid the lid area for right now. This is just going to be that color that makes the eye color or the eye look pop. And don't forget to blend it in the inner corner of the eye too. If anything, to avoid fallout, use patting motions to get the color placed in the eye. And then once you have the color placed on the eyes, begin to blend back and forth, all the way to where you feel that bone there. And then right in the corner, kind of start creating a slant there, because we're going to slowly start dragging it out. Okay, now that we have that color on, we're going to move on to a darker green in this palette. Now, recommend switching brushes to something a little bit more controlled, and the brush I'm going to be using is my NARS number 12. This is just a smaller crease brush, really easy to work in the crease area of the eye. Now, grabbing that very first green shade at the bottom of the palette, and again, these are matte and they're bright, I'm going to grab just a little bit onto the tip of the brush. And we're going to begin to go along the lash line, creating the outer V at the bottom, and then we're going to move our way on the outer section and then move our way up, creating the upper portion of the V. Start with a little bit, just so you can kind of get the idea where you want to shape it, and then you can go ahead and always add more and begin to blend into the crease. And you can build this color up as much as you want or as little as you want. It's your eye and it's your choice. Continue to move and blend the color in the crease by building up and adding more. And then I'm also going to start to bring that darkest shade in the inner corner of the eye and blending up, just like you see me doing here. Once you have the color on, you can take the tip of the brush, and as you're dragging the color into the crease, you can begin to take the tip of the brush and kind of blend it outward toward that lightest shade, just so you have a little bit of gradients as you play with the color. Now take the tip of your brush, and we're going to take a little bit of that darkest green and blend it in the inner corner of the eye. And don't forget to kind of drag the darkest shade out as well. And now we're going to move on to another shade. I would recommend grabbing a matte black. My favorite one is by Smashbox. Makeup Forever has a nice matte black, but anything that's dark and rich. I'm using my Smashbox. I got another one. And I'm going to use the same NARS brush I've been playing with throughout the whole crease segment. And what I'm going to do again is align the lash line. Kind of blend it outward like so. And we're going to leave that because we're going to go back and blend that a little later, but we're going to start creating that V again. And we're going to stay in the innermost section of the crease. So we want to stay right tight in that corner there. And we're going to begin to cut the crease a little bit here. And you want to move that black. You see how that green's becoming more of a dark green? This is going to give that green a nice moldering look. And we're going to continue to move into the inner corner of the eye and drag that color upward because we want it just a little bit dark. Now grabbing a different brush that is clean, I am just grabbing my MAC 224 brush. I'm going to take the fourth nude color from the bottom of the Coastal Scent palette next to that bright green we're playing with, and I'm going to take a tap of that one and a tap of the lighter one, just so I can create my brow bone highlight. You can start from the arch of the brow and move your way around. This is going to blend out any harsh edges we have from that bright green. Beautiful bright green. Now grabbing a little bit more of that bright green, I'm just going to take a little bit and kind of flick it outward just a little bit. Just for some fun. Now the very last shade we're going to use on the lid of the eye is actually going to be a pigment from MAC, and I'm going to be using this one. This one is called Copperized. Copperized is going to give it this nice sparkle you see on the lid. I'm going to use a flat shader brush and just pat it on the lid area that has no color applied to it. See how beautiful that is? Just kind of gives this look another nice pop to it. Now the next thing we're going to do is line our upper lash line, and I'm going to be using two things, and you guys know me. I'm going to use my Revlon Color Stay liquid liner, and this one has the marker shaped tip to it, so it makes it easy for lining. And then for my inner corner of my eyes, I'm going to be using the Buxom Lash Liner. And we're going to continue to line the eye. Now I'm grabbing my Buxom Lash Liner Leatherette, and it's just a gel liner. And I'm using my Sigma liner brush, and this is the E10, and I'm going to line the inner corner of the eye. Now what you see I'm doing now is just extending it and blending the line out. Now what I'm going to do is clean up underneath here, and we're going to work on the detail underneath. Taking a smudger brush, I'm taking the darkest green from the Coastal Scent palette, and I'm going to dry line my lower lash line. Staying really close to the root, and then when I get to the outer corner, I'm actually going to draw a diagonal line right here because I want to leave an opening for that little rhinestone we're going to add a little bit later. Now I'm grabbing the lightest green from the duo, and I'm gonna, or from the palette, and I'm gonna line the inner corner of my eye and move my way out. And don't forget to do the tear duct area of the eye as well. Now I'm going to take a matte black shadow with the same smudger brush, and I'm going to darken out the outer corner of my eye. Move my way inward. Basically, I'm darkening up where my lashes grow out. I'm going to take my Urban Decay liner in 0, and we're going to line the waterline. And then I'm going to grab that Buxom liner, and we're going to be able to begin to draw out the outer ring and the inner corner of your eye using a liner brush. Make sure when you do the outer ring, you want to blend in the liner just a little bit with short slipping strokes, and just make sure once you move inward, just kind of blend in that line. Now we're ready to add on the rhinestone and the false lashes. To adhere my rhinestone, I'm just going to use my Duo Lash Adhesive. A little is all it takes. And then I'm going to pick up the little rhinestone and place it. The last thing I'm going to do is add on my false lashes, and the lashes I will be using for this tutorial are my red cherries, and these are the number 47s. These are very wild and big and full. So I'm going to add those on, add my mascara, and I'll be right back to show you what I do to the rest of my face. Okay, so welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Now to finish off this look, I just did something very simple and easy. I, of course, contoured my cheek using my favorite contour, well, one of my favorites from Smashbox in bronze. And for my cheeks, I decided to break out my Benefit Cosmetics Core Lista. And it's just a peachy, beautiful glow that you add to the cheek area just like so. Okay, and for my lips, I kept it simple since my eyes were just kind of in your face. I decided to break out my NARS Orgasm. It's also kind of peachy glow that I want to use to finish off this look. So that is that. And anyway, you guys, I hope you all enjoyed this St. Patrick's Day tutorial. It is about 9:30, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I stayed up late to create this look for you all. And if you'd like to have a rundown list of things I used in this tutorial, click in the information box below and you will find a link to my blog post that talks about the St. Patrick's Day look more dramatic. And there you'll find all the things I've used. I also will put links as far as where you can find the things if you're not close to a Sephora or a MAC store or Coastal Scents, and you'll have a link that you click to find everything that I use in this tutorial. But until next time, I hope you guys have a fun St. Patrick's Day. Please be safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Talk to y'all later. Bye.